Fred got here. Okay, so a few things that I just wanted to like clear the air with. This holiday season sucked. I recorded a video and I started editing it, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to post it or not, because it's kind of like the story of my eating disorder and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know if I'm ready for that to go up or not. And I also kind of talked in that video about like why I started getting into the goth subculture and everything else. And basically, long story short, everybody thought that I got into it at first because we lost my niece in a really bad car accident in May, and then after that was whenever I like really started getting into it. So everyone thought like, oh well, it's just a phase because, you know, Lexi just died and all that kind of stuff, which is not the case. But she turned 16 on April 21st and she died May 17th. Her being gone, this is like the first like holiday season without her, and it fucking sucked. So that's why, which I didn't really like go dark or whatever, but that's kind of why like I didn't post as frequently and I didn't upload any videos and everything else, is because it sucked. Like I didn't really know how to handle myself. You know, the first holiday without a loved one it's fucking terrible. It's not like I sequestered myself and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't really want to see anybody. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do anything. I barely wanted to go see my family. As shitty as that sounds, I just kind of wanted to like be by myself and deal with, you know, this first holiday season without her. And yeah, so that's where I've been. I felt like this would be like the appropriate time, I guess, to kind of like do a video, because it's, you know, new year, new me, new blah, whatever. With it being the new year, you know, a big thing in my family's resolutions were always like, oh well, what are you gonna do this year? Well, I do have a few, as stereotypical as it is. I was never really a fan of New Year's resolutions. It's like, why do you have to wait until the new year to set a goal for yourself? But, you know, I feel like this is definitely the year, because it's a new month, it's a new year, and it starts on a Monday. So if that's not a sign from the gods, then I don't know what the fuck is. Weight loss. Weight loss is a big one. Weight loss is on everybody in the fucking world's thing for their New Year resolution. Mine definitely, just because like I've been trying to get off the like extra 150 pounds that I gained because of my stupid birth control shot. But my goal, like, I'm trying to set like a more healthy one than I have in years past, where it's like I want to lose 100 pounds in a year, which is doable, but it doesn't really fit my lifestyle because I'm a broke college kid, first of all, and a lot of the times like I don't have time to like meal plan and meal prep and all that kind of stuff. So I just like, I'll just go get Taco Bell. So I'm trying to like be more realistic with myself and just set a goal for like, you know, I'll be happy if I lose 50. So that's my goal. My other goal for 2018, or my resolution, I guess, is to stay on the vegetarian bandwagon. And this kind of ties in with like my school stuff. So a couple months ago, I fell off the vegetarian bandwagon for like a week, and I literally went hog wild. Like I was eating any meat, every meat, like you name it, it was on my plate, and then I got really, really sick. So then I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I don't eat this stuff. So since then, I've been like back, you know, like I haven't eaten meat for about a month or a month and a half now. And my goal, I would eventually like to become vegan. But living where I do is really, really hard because everything in my town is either barbecued or fried or something. Basically, if you're a vegetarian, all you have is salads anywhere you go, and that's it. So I'm trying to like broaden my horizons and learn how to like actually cook my own food, since that's probably what I'm gonna have to do a lot of, and like pack my lunches and all that kind of stuff. This ties in with school, because I finally decided what the fuck I wanted to do with my life. Let's just get that out of the way first. What I want to do is, I talked about being a social worker for a little bit. Well, fuck that. I don't remember if I discussed this in another video or not, but if I did, oh well, you get to hear it again. I'm going to stick out with my paralegal degree, and I'm going to get my, I think it's a master's in recording something. I don't remember exactly what the degree is, but I know that like it's like you have to get a master's for it. And I want to work at a record company. I want to make the recording contracts. I want to do like their law stuff if I can. And my ultimate dream, which I'm gonna have to move away, but like at the same time, like for my dream to happen, I don't really want to move away. the scene around here, like with local bands and everything, has totally fucking collapsed. I remember pretty much from my freshman to my senior year. Freshman year, everything was awesome. Like, there was a bowling alley in Robinson and they would have shows there. They would go to this town of Hardinville, which is like population 2, and they would go to their community building and they would have shows there. There was a place in Terre Haute called Terre Haute Music Venue. They would have shows there, and every once in a while they would pull in a like big name. I remember going to the Terre Haute Music Venue to see Hawthorne Heights, and my 14-year-old little emo heart like pooped its pants because I was like so excited. And I remember Micah, which is their guitarist, he gave me the pick that he played the show with, and I like slept with it under my pillow for the longest time. And then there were like several other venues from around here. There was one here in town, it was like called Intersect or something like that. And then, like, you know, all these local bands were coming in and the scene was good. And then pretty much over the course of like 4 years, it just like slowly started dying. I know that in Robinson, the bowling alley got closed down and is now a strip mall. And the Intersect Theater here in town is just a building. I think it was a church at one point in time, but I don't think that church is there anymore. The Terre Haute Music Venue did wrestling for a little bit, and then I'm not sure what happened to it after that. I don't really keep up with Terre Haute stuff anymore. And then they stopped having shows at Hardinville because there was, I'm pretty sure it was a time they pulled a band from like, it was somewhere, it wasn't like too terribly far, but it wasn't like super close. It was like a good 2 or 3 hour drive is where this band was from. And all of their fucking punk ass fans came with them, and you know, we were good kids. I mean, as sketchy as we looked, we were good kids. Like, you know, not to say that there wasn't, you know, like drugs and stuff and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, like, we at least cleaned it up, you know. And this band came from like 2 or 3 hours away and brought all their fans, and then the guy that owned the building in Hardinville told us that we couldn't rent it anymore because there was like broken beer bottle shards in the parking lot, and there were cigarette butts everywhere, and I'm pretty sure that he found like a roach. And after that he's like, no, sorry, if this is the kind of stuff you're doing, then you can't have your shows here. And so then that one kind of got like taken off the table, and yeah, they all just started like collapsing. And so my goal is to open up a venue like all ages and all genres, because as I've said like a zillion times, like goth rock isn't the only stuff that I listen to. I listen to literally everything. Open up a venue, and then in the top I would like to have a recording studio, and in order to know how to run it I need to go to school for that. So that's what I want to do with my life now that I finally fucking have it figured out at the ripe old age of 24. And then the vegetarian thing kind of ties into it, because I don't remember if it's like the end of, I don't even remember when it fucking is, but we have to do a legal internship at some point, and I want to go out to West Hollywood and do my legal internship at Mercy for Animals. I tried emailing one of the ladies, and I think I worded it wrong, because she's like, we don't offer legal internships or something like that, but it says on their website that they do. So it's probably an error on my part, because I get nervous whenever I'm like trying to get the ball rolling on stuff. So that's what I want to do, and I don't know if it'll be this summer or next summer, but from what I've read, they will, I don't know if it's paid. I feel like it's paid, but then they also, like, if you come in from like way out of state, they will give you room and board like on their thingy. And they do have one that's closer up in Chicago, but I don't think they offer like the free room and board and all that kind of stuff. So I would have to go all the way out to California, and then I would do my internship for pretty much that entire summer, and then I would come home, because you have to have like so many hours of it, which if I did it correctly, it might only take like a month, but I feel like it's something that I would really, really love to do. So that's where that comes into play. That's all the irons that I have in the fire and all the big plans that I have for 2018 so far. Something will probably happen and things will wind up changing, because that's just how my fucking luck is. Another resolution is to actually, like, I have this planner and I basically have it so people will think that I'm organized, but no, not at all. My goal is to actually like have a video schedule somewhat, because right now, like, I have written in there like every other day I film, every other day I edit and upload and all that kind of stuff. Well, I don't fucking go by that like at all. and I have no idea what this semester holds for me. I do know that I'm gonna have to retake math because I'm a fucking idiot at math, and I literally got exactly half of the points. I had a 50% F in that class after the final. I don't know what this year is gonna hold for me because now that I have to retake my math class, I don't know if it's offered this semester, and I don't want to rearrange my entire schedule and everything, so I don't know what kind of classes I'm going to be taking. And yeah, so I'm going to try and set a realistic schedule so that way I can like keep up with my job and work. I said work, but I called it a job and school. And all of this stuff. And another one of my resolutions is to do like less naked goth videos. Normally, like on my days off, I wear makeup and everything, and I don't remember, I think I talked about it in one of my like previous videos, which was like a few months ago, about how like I was getting in trouble for my makeup and my appearance at work because, you know, the first time I got pulled into the office, they're like, well, we're getting complaints about your makeup, you need to tone it down. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So the first complaint was that my face, like I looked white, but it's because like with, like I am so pale that with fluorescent lighting and I wear matte foundation, I look white. I look like a fucking ghost, which, you know, I don't mind, but other people do. So I quit wearing foundation and I just wore like eye makeup and lip stuff. And then they were getting complaints about that. I got told that was too much. And then the second time I got pulled into the office, they pretty much said, you know, if you're gonna wear makeup, it has to be flesh toned or don't wear it at all. So I just said fuck it and quit wearing it because it's not worth it. And for the people out there that are like, well, no job is worth your goth identity. Bitch, I gotta eat. Like, you know, I got bills to pay and everything else. Got a girlfriend that I try to spoil whenever I can. So, sorry, if it comes down to, you know, looking like a goth glam princess or, you know, having a job, I'm going where the money's at. You know, because looking like a goth glam princess also takes money. Wow. So, yeah, I just don't do that anymore. I think that's pretty much it for the New Year's video, the first day of 2018 video. So just remember that it's free to be nice and don't be a dick. Bye guys.